like to pay a brief homage to Mike Bates in his interview with me last week. He made an astute observation, and it stuck with me so much that today I actually published an article on it. North Korea is a giant distraction designed to pull American resources away from Middle East. Iran colluding with North Korea. And I'm not going to read the article to you, but essentially it backs up Mike's theory that North Korea is partnering with Iran to pull the American military resources away from the Mediterranean area so that Iran has room to breathe, right, so that it can carry out its stated goal of wiping Israel off the map, which right, it could do if it had a nuke, I guess.
Right.
North Korea has no chance of defeating even a single U.S. nuclear submarine in a war.
Right.
But is its intention with the ceasefire ending and the firing missiles into Japanese waters, is all of this intended to draw fire away from their buddies, Iran, the Persians? Well, you know, the Bible sort of backs this up by say sort of. It's not really sort of. You know, you've documented this yourself in Daniel 11. It says, He shall stretch forth his hand also upon the countries. The land of Egypt shall not escape. He will have power over the treasures of the gold and the silver and over all of the precious things of Egypt. And the Libyans and the Ethiopians shall be at his steps. Look for Ethiopia in the new suit. But then verse 44 says, tidings out of the east and the north. Well, what are tidings? Tidings are
news,
information and intelligence news.
Right.
Out of the east and the north. The east and the north, Korea is east of Washington, D.C. on a map, and then it even specifically makes mention of the north, shall trouble him. Therefore, he shall go forth with great fury to destroy. So they become a distraction, a diversionary tactic. Hey, look, you know, it looks like we're seeing this in the world theater. The world, the dynamics are coming into place for this sixth trumpet that will blow and involve 200 million men. We've already said on this show that there are 200 million men in the Middle East right now, according to the numbers, and a third of those will die. The sixth trumpet, folks, is the next event on the prophecy calendar.
And of course, Mike is talking about the trumpets, the 7 trumpets of Revelation found in Revelation chapter, well, the first 6 are found in Revelation chapter 8 and 9. The 7th one doesn't actually blow until chapter 11, but chapters 8 and 9, the first 6 trumpets. And the 6th trumpet gives prophecy of what seems to be a massive war in the Middle East, and not just anywhere in the Middle East, but somewhere right around Iraq, Iran, and involving a multinational coalition. And you're saying that you believe you're watching the build-up to that right now.
Well, it looks like we're seeing the diversion here, that Daniel prophesies a diversion that will happen out of the north and the east. So we're watching this diversion unfold with the paper tiger over there in North Korea, which, I mean, it would take nothing to get rid of North Korea.
Right.
But, hey, they're stirring it up out there. Listen, follow us, P.P. Simmons, everywhere there's an internet connection. I love you guys, and we'll talk to you next week.
Okay, Michael Shoesmith, thank you so much. That's Mike Shoesmith, our correspondent out of Toronto, Canada. He's on every week, and now you see why we can't live without him. He's also the executive editor of the P.P. Simmons Properties, a huge internet God and Country ministry known around the world, syndicated in 20 different news sites. It's an amazing piece of property, the P.P. Simmons Ministry. If you have biblical questions and need some life counseling, you can always email those folks at ppsimmons@live.com, ppsimmons@live.com. You'll get a live counselor, and they'll answer your questions. Pretty amazing stuff. Well, folks, you're listening to Freedom Friday with Carl Gallups.